Hi there. Today's practice is a 15-minute stretch. You will need a belt. It doesn't have to be a yoga belt, it can be your dressing gown belt. We're going to be working with the shoulders, the hips, the hamstrings. It's going to be a 15-minute stretch, so we can do this daily if we want to. I'm going to start straight away. So, crossing your legs if it feels appropriate. Interlock your fingers, turn the palms away, and inhale all the way up. And exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Let's do two more. Inhale up, go as far as it feels appropriate for you, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Options to stay here, or we're going to take that to a little bit of a hold. So inhale up, take an exhale, turn the palms a little bit more towards the ceiling. Feel that beautiful stretch. Draw the navel in and lift up through the pelvic floor, just connecting with the abdominal muscles. Take your final inhale and exhale down. Bring the arms into angel arms. Take an inhale here and exhale the elbows together. Inhale open, expanding the chest. Exhale close. Inhale open, expanding the chest. And exhale close. And one more. Inhale open, draw the shoulder blades together behind you. And exhale close. And then bring the hands to the knees. Let's work into the neck. So take an inhale and exhale over your right shoulder. Inhale back to the center and exhale over the left shoulder. Inhale back to the center and take an exhale. So we work with the breath. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, take the bow. Inhale, lift the gaze up. And then bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Draw the elbows together. And a big circle takes all the way behind you. Draw them together and a big circle takes the elbows behind you. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Taking them away. And exhale. Bringing them together. So we're just going to keep the elbows together and reverse that process. So take the elbows away behind you and then bring them back on the exhale. Inhale away. Exhale together. Inhale away. And exhale together. Let's one more. Feels good. And then release. Then nice long arms, really long arms. And touch your shoulder. And touch the other shoulder. And we just take a nice long, lengthy stretch in those arms. Just feeling some wind in the face as we work into these arms. Keep the arms straight, keep them long. Nice easy breathing. And then let's do a couple more. And then we'll release. So change the cross of your legs. And take your left arm all the way up to the ceiling, stretching up to the ceiling. And then on the exhale, we'll take that nice stretch over. Inhale, lift up, just change sides and stretch over the opposite direction. And again, we'll change sides and stretch. Change sides and stretch. Change sides and stretch. Change sides and stretch. And one more, change sides and stretch. And then come back to the neutral position. Bring your fingertips now behind you. Interlock your fingers. And then just draw the shoulders back. And if it feels appropriate, lift up the arms. And exhale down. Inhale is a lift. And exhale down. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. And then we're just going to give ourselves a nice warm hug. So long arms and give ourselves a nice warm, lovely hug. Nice easy breathing. And then we'll find our belt. So either your dressing gown belt or your yoga belt. You'll take your left arm all the way up to the ceiling. You'll take your right arm behind you. And you'll walk the belt. So just walking the belt. Doesn't matter whether you meet or not. We lift up the head, look forward. And we have this beautiful stretch in that left armpit. Nice easy breathing. Couple more breaths. Just keep walking, see how it feels. We're trying to get this elbow to point to the ceiling. It doesn't matter if it doesn't happen. So our aim is to point it to the ceiling. Take it at your own pace. And then release. Hands on knees, lift up the shoulders and soften them down. Lift up the shoulders and soften them down. And then we'll just do the opposite arm. So the right arm goes up. And then the other arm goes behind us. And we walk the belt. Now one side is very different to the other. You'll notice on this side, I can't walk much further than this. So which side is your side that you can do more easily? Or can you do both the same? And again, this elbow is pointing up to the ceiling. Your navel is drawing into your spine, so we're keeping connection with the abdominals. We stretch. Couple more breaths. And then release. Ooh, that feels nice. And then lift up the shoulders again and circle them back. And lift them up again and circle them back. Lift them up and circle them forward. Lift them up and circle them forward. And now we're going to take a twist. Some of you may not like to have cross-legged, so feel free to have straight legs twist. So bring the fingertips behind. We want to have a nice tall spine. So really tall spine. So you use your fingertips to make this spine tall. We always twist on the exhale. So prepare. Take your left hand to your right knee. Take a long deep inhale and grow tall. And on the exhale, you'll start to do your twist. Some of you will have long legs and you'll just simply have both hands on either side of the one on the hip, one on the outside of the thigh. Take an inhale, exhale, twisting, lengthening through the spine. Spine is tall. One more inhale. Exhale, twist. And then slowly come back to the center. Change the cross of your legs. Remember, you can have straight legs and we're in this position. So again, we lengthen through the spine, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Hand on knee, take an inhale, and on the exhale, we twist to the left. All the way to the left, we keep the navel softly drawing in, and we keep the twist through the entire spine. Breathing, twisting, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, and then inhale, we'll come back to the center. Take an exhale here. And we'll have nice long legs. And take a little back bend with long legs. So fingertips behind you. Keep the legs long and lift up the heart. Should have a nice little back bend. And then come back to neutral. Lift up the heart, have a nice little back bend. And then back to neutral. The arms are strong. Inhale, lift up the heart. Have the back bend. And exhale back to neutral. So now we're going to come onto our knees. I'm going to flow into that spine. So hands underneath shoulders. Knees walk back until they're underneath the hips. Arms are straight and strong. On the inhale, we lift the gaze up and the buttocks are up and we have a nice back bend. On the exhale, rounding the back, engaging the abdominals. Look to the navel now. Inhale is the lift. Find that back bend as the buttocks go up and the gaze goes up. Exhale, rounding the back. Find the back stretch, arching up to the ceiling. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last one, inhaling. And exhaling. We're coming back to neutral. I'm going to keep my buttocks high in the air, but I'm going to bring my right elbow down. And then I'll bring my left elbow down. My buttocks will stay high. This is another back bend, but we're also going into a shoulder stretch. Just walk your hands forward. Bring the forehead to the mat. Feel the stretch in the armpits. Feel the stretch in the shoulders. Draw the navel softly back towards the spine. Breathing here. And then slowly we'll walk the hands all the way back. And we'll come into a posture called child posture. So we're just going to draw the hips back, draw the buttocks back, bring the hands underneath the forehead, one on top of the other, and settle here. And then from here, we're going to come up to standing. So take your time, take your time. We're just going to come up to standing. Wobbly there. Okay. So really ground into the earth now. We haven't got yoga mat, so just be aware that you haven't got anything under your feet maybe, so make sure you're not going to slip. I'm going to open the legs nice and wide. I'm going to work into the sides of the waist again. So the right arm rises up and we stretch. And then we windmill the arms as we did on the floor and stretch. And then again, windmilling and stretching. Windmill and stretching. And then one more, lifting all the way up. And then come back to neutral. Bring your feet together. So I'm going to ask you to imagine you have a chair behind you and you're just going to sit in the chair. So bend the knees, take the arms forward. Nice, easy breathing. So taking the tailbone down, lifting up the heart. Nice, easy breathing. Couple more breaths. Feel those quadriceps working. These nice muscles here. Couple more breaths. And then inhale, rising all the way up. And exhale down. We're going to do that one more time. You're going to change the position of your arms unless you have back issues. So, arms here for back issues. Tailbone down. No back issues, we'll take them up. And we may even bring the hands together in prayer. So they will be working deep into the shoulders. This is quite strong posture. You know, we stay here and you can always come back up and wait for us. Nice, easy breathing. 3 more breaths. Inhaling. It's tough. Exhaling. In yoga, it's known as Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale. Fierce posture, it's called. One more breath. Inhale, building strength in those muscles. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, back. Down by the side of the body. Again, feel grounded. Now feet are together this time. We're going to take these arms and lift them all the way up, interlock the fingers. Take an inhale and exhale over to the right. Again, that beautiful lateral stretch. Inhale back to the center and exhale over to the left. Inhale back to the center, exhale to the right. Inhale back to the center and exhale over to the left, and we'll finish here. And then come back to neutral. Bring the hands down by the side of the body. We're going into the hamstrings. So your right foot is forward and your left foot's just behind it. Your right hand is on your right buttock and your left arm rises all the way up. And we exhale, lengthen. This is for the side of the waist first of all. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, lift. And exhale, the hands down. Both arms up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen. Bring the hands to the thighs. Inhale, lift the gaze up. And exhale, stay here. Feel it in the hamstrings. Staying here. We're not hyperextending this knee. We're not locking this knee out. You can have a bit of softness in that knee. Now you can float down, no back issues. Maybe have your hands on the mat. You may have to bend that front knee. And then you just aim to straighten into the hamstrings. And we bow. Can you feel those hamstrings? I can. And then bend that front knee. Engage your core. Inhale is to stretch up. And exhale back. Change sides. So the left foot's forward, the back foot's back. The left hand on the left buttock. And up we go with the right arm. Stretching up. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen. One more, inhale, lift. And exhale, lengthen. And then lifting up. Exhale, the arms down. Both arms up. Inhale. Lengthen first. Bend hands on thighs. Inhale, lift the gaze. Hanging out here if you've got back issues. Not locking that knee out. And no back issues. We'll flow down to the hamstrings. You may have to have bricks or books or something here. You may have to bend that front knee. Exhale, bow into the hamstrings. And then bending that front knee, engage the core. Inhale, we rise all the way up. And exhale back to the center. We're going to lay down on our mats. I'm going to find those belts. Again, either your dressing gown belt or your yoga belt. Just finishing our stretch into the hamstrings again and to the hips. Laying down on your mats. Take the belt around the ball of your right foot and stretch the leg up. Both hands on the belt. The left leg goes long. Hamstrings. Take an inhale here and exhale. Now if your knee is bending, it means your hamstrings are really tight, so just make the leg go a little bit further away so we can get into the hamstrings and have no bend in the knee. You'll know. Nice easy breathing. Don't let that knee bend because we won't be working into the hamstrings. Take it further away if it's bending. And then every day, a little bit closer, just checking out those hamstrings. Can't mess around with hamstrings, they don't like to be rushed. So place your left hand on your left thigh, take an inhale and exhale the leg out to the right. We're into the inner thighs now, the adductors, nice easy breathing, just a nice quick stretch. Bend the knee back to the center, change your hand on the belt so the left hand is on the belt. We just tip over so that right buttock lifts off the mat. Getting right into the hips and the glutes. Come back to the center. Engage the core, both hands on the belt. Do not lift up your head too high. Just lift the head up about 6 inches, only that, the head and the chest 6 inches. Lift up and then draw that straight leg toward you. And then release the head down. Change sides. So the belt goes around the left foot and the right leg stretches away. And again, we focus, is that knee bend? Do we need to take it further away? Nice, easy breathing. Take an inhale. Exhale into the hamstrings. Take hold of the belt with the left hand and take your right hand on top of the right thigh. Take an inhale, exhale out to the left. We're into those inner thighs, those pesky little adductors, the inner thighs. Can you feel them? Subtle bend of the knee. We change hands on the belt and we tip that leg over and we allow this left buttock to lift. Nice stretch in the glutes. Your glutes are also your hip flexors. And recruit those glutes. Go back to the center. And remember, we're not lifting that head or chest too high. 6 inches is all we need to do. Take an inhale, tuck the chin. Lift up. Exhale the hamstring towards you. Good. And then slowly release the head. Bring the belt to the side. We don't need the belt anymore. We're just going to finally finish in the hips. It's going to take the right leg up. Left leg is flat. Take the ankle over the left knee. Options, you're staying here. Or you've created a triangle. You're going to take your right hand through the triangle and then pick up that left leg round the back of the thigh, and we're nicely into this hip stretching and also somewhat into the hamstrings. Head stays on the mat. And then we'll change sides. So now the left foot comes on top. And again, we can stay here. Or through the triangle we've created round the back of the thigh. Take an inhale and exhale, draw in. Nice, easy breathing. And then we release. Bring both feet flat to the mat. We're just going to take a very, very gentle lift of the hips. Inhale, lift up the hips. Just a little tiny lift of the hips. Exhale, release down. One more, lift up. I think we've probably done a little bit more than 15 minutes, guys. And then release down. But we've carried on stretching, hopefully. Knees together, arms wide. And we're just going to drop the knees to the right and gaze to the left. This is our final twist. Nice, easy breathing. And then coming back to the center, we'll drop the knees to the left and we'll gaze to the right. Making sure we've done it on both sides. And come back to the center, both knees into the chest. Your final rock and roll around on the lower back, the sacrum. And then we'll just either have the feet flat and rest here for a couple of minutes, or we'll stretch the legs nice and long. We'll take the arms nice and wide, and we'll settle here. A nice full body stretch, just giving us a little bit more energy. And stay as long as you like, just resting now. I'm going to leave you now, but please stay as long as you like.